I if I
Hello,
disappear.
hello.
Hi,
Good
hi
evening.
everyone.
大
Hello.
家好，我哋星期三又見面啦。
Today no
So how
special
is
guest. Early.
everyone? Hey, our friends in Malaysia is the school holiday over?
Is it school holiday?
A school holiday for the past, I think 2-3 weeks, but I'm not sure whether it's over.
Oh,
Oh my god, I
I
have
didn't know that.
totally no
I
clue about
didn't know.
this.
I didn't know. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
I think this is norm, okay? Yeah. So actually, today our topics is actually I'm thinking like when I put there awareness and awakening, then
Hmm.
I think many will think that okay, is this 八字 related more? Is this 奇门 related more? Okay, so but it's confirmed very period 9 related.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Actually, guys,
mm,
right? Charmaine has been yammering on about period 9 about soul, right? For about 20 years, okay? It just took the
yeah.
rest of us
Also,
it just took the rest of us 20 years to catch up to her. That day when we were eating jajangmyeon, I was telling her, you already gone to Holland, tour the entire Holland, apply for PR already. Now only we are arriving.
係喎，actually 真係哦，every time
Hey,
when I
see, that's what
every
happens when
time
you're
when I
ahead
share
of your time.
every time when I share nobody want to 插 me, okay? 我插 nobody want to 插
Hey,
me, okay?
so
Hi
tonight,
Yvonne, hi
so,
Cyrus.
so tonight we will all pay full attention to chap her, okay?
Yes.
OK 啦 I
Right.
hope
Attention.
I can bring you all something 啦吓 OK 哇 this is what who is TJ
TJ,
Oh,
already
it's
TJ.
in
emoji.
with the emoji OK
Ah,
Hi,
OK
D
hi
May.
D-May, good evening so OK everyone have good have your lunch dinner 食飽咗飲
breakfast.
飽咗啦so 而家係嚟上課係咪So yeah, thank you all for staying tuned with us. Okay, despite the very last minute notice. 哎呀，真係啊，睇死啊，黑人樣嘅啦sometimes it's like that
안녕.
啦，
빨리.
啊
빨리.
and
Pali, pali.
then some more I go and share on the wrong platform just now.
Yep. 整定嘅.
Okay, so so I'm going to share the screen, okay? Today we're actually talking about this.
Okay, hang on.
Awareness.
Wait, guys, let me
Can see
lay the groundworks a little bit. I know
okay.
on this platform, usually it's Jonas and I doing a lot of sharing. So some may not know, so we should intro a little bit. Charmaine is actually a youth transformation coach. So every week she meets up with youth and she does youth coaching. That's what she enjoys the best. And so this is her forte. Charmaine, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Kamsia. So yeah, I coach youth. That's why trying to look younger. That's why I coach youth more. 識吸收啲精華。Okay. Anyway, yeah. Actually, why I've learned awareness, like what Pauline said just now. Okay, I learned like 20 years ago. Okay, seriously, like 20 over years ago when I was 30 years old. And then and it actually it helped me a long way, right? At any time. Okay. So especially with this era now, when we swarm with social medias, okay. And actually this part is even helped me this part actually helped me tremendously. All right. So it helped me float on, keep the floats. and then not swamped by all this tsunami lah or whatever, in the social media world. Okay. So in fact, actually, many of you are aware about this, and maybe you are not consciously aware. You know there is, but you are just not consciously aware about it. Okay, so and I find that it's even more important now when we comes to period 9. Okay, since period 9, we're all talking about spiritual, spiritual enlightenment and awakening, all this. And the more that we need to equip these capabilities or to enhance these capabilities so that we are able to tap into period 9 with with the greater strength. Okay. So then what is awareness? Since some of you online here, okay, can I just find out what is awareness to you? 你哋覺得呢？
Awareness to me is not blur.
Not blur. Okay. 好
That
重
means
要
I
㗎
am
我成日都
conscious
好 blur
about
喎。
because I always blur. So to awareness to me is being conscious about what I'm doing.
Okay. Clarity, yes, Dimi, you are right also, yes.
Jonathan?
其實我係真係成日好 blur 嘅，我好有 awareness，但係我又好 blur 嘅。
Jonathan?
For me, it's all about consciousness and also appreciations of the moment, because awareness is we may take things for granted. We don't aware what is going on. We assume things happen is something because we expect everything to be so entitled to us. So it's about being fully conscious and appreciate.
Right
Okay.
now, I'm
All right.
very
Good one.
aware where the cat is.
Okay. So 好
Absolutely
多人都
aware
知
where
嘛，
the
嗬
cat is.
Yeah, actually, Lily sure know this very well, okay, because her awareness on this part is very high as well. All right. So then the thing is, just now you all said consciousness, huh? So consciously aware, okay, we aware, we are conscious, okay, but are we consciously aware? And then most importantly is, are we consciously aware most of the time? That they are saying being now or now is okay, so that is one of the awareness, all right. But other than this, but most of the time in life, okay, there are a lot of moments, okay, we thought that we know, but actually we don't know. 好多時候係咁樣嘅 alright. It is so often, okay. So I just give a check here, okay. Do we aware about, are we consciously aware? So and when you check back, okay, actually it's a very easy to check back. Okay. Then what is your language that you're talking to yourself?
English.
Okay. English
English, Cantonese.
English.
感謝哈密達呢種咁樣嘅 okay. So but the language is like every day we are talking to ourselves where do we feel empowered or actually do we feel drained?
Entertained.
Okay.
I feel entertained.
Do you know actually 我哋好多時候a lot of us, right, we have this strength. We are very good at draining ourselves.
Yes, that's true.
Such as?
諗嗌啲唔聽使嘅就係 draining ourselves.
Okay, that one
We
is
are
think
super good at
think
that.
four. That one is think
What?
5 3 5 think 5 think 4.
Think 5 think 4 諗
諗
三
三
think 5,
諗四
think 4.
okay
Think 3,
so
think
but
4.
Think
because
3 think 4.
I love this quote when I first time when I 真係又係 20 over years ago, okay. when I heard it from Tony Robbins, he says the quality of your life is the quality of your communications, but
Okay,
it's
here
not the
these
communication
days,
with
right?
others.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've been doing some research on this, and apparently it's just been recently found out that up to 30 to 50% of people don't have an internal conversation.
Agree. Because why we keep
Very-
So
consuming stuff?
it's silent inside. There's no, whereas I mean, we're assuming that everybody has this voice talking. I do. My voice is extremely funny. It keeps me entertained every day. But apparently, so then in that case, I'm wondering what you think. What if there is silence inside? Then what is the language?
Actually, it is not a silence. It's just that we are not aware of what was that conversation.
Okay, can we run a guys in the comments? Can you let us know? Do you have an internal conversation or is it silence? Or there's nothing? I'm really this is genuine. I really want to know. I'm so curious.
Because this is where this is actually you bring this out, it's very good. Okay, this is exactly what we are talking about, consciously aware, meaning that this 30-40% of the people do not are not consciously aware what is going on. So when it's either drive too much, overwhelmed with what they are doing, okay, so they don't even have time to observe what's going on, okay, they don't even have time to guard what's supposed to think, what's supposed not to, okay. So this is exactly why a lot of people feeling very empty. Is not fulfilled，即係佢覺得，因為佢都唔知道自己諗過咩嘢，so 都冇咁樣嘅 conversations。Because sometimes conversations has to be meaningful as well 嘛。When we strike a conversations with others, it has to be meaningful as well. But when you talk to yourself, it's not meaningful also. Then at the end of the day, you feel like I don't 連幫自己講嘢都難咗啊。
你都係啱嘅。This is indeed something is like, when we study Qigong, talking about Qigong manifestation, actually our inner conversation is also the first part of building up our ability to reconnect with our inner self. So like Yvonne, Norte, they are all also doing this conscious and subconsciously because we human need to communicate with our own inner self because it's our own self, right? After all.
Like Sullivan is saying yeah, so she's saying like I always have voice inside me. Actually, every one of us has voice, but because we are not consciously aware about these conversations, and slowly we just lost our voice. That is a sad thing.
I honestly read a lot of research on this from the behavioral scientists, and some people really do share that it's dead silence. That is like I hear nothing. If nobody's talking to me, I hear nothing. I'm just sorry. I'm really
in this case. In this case, this person, must be really, come into a zone where we call void. I mean, the void in Mandarin we say 放空放空It's not easy to reach that level though. If let's say really comes to that, so meaning that you are allowing yourself have that. Okay, so you because consciously aware it can be many ways. So it's either you have meaningful conversations or but in a way that you can really master it so well that you can just let it like I just think nothing, that kind. So actually this is one of the way that why prayer comes in, meditations comes in, affirmations comes in, because knowing that a lot of us cannot control this part here. So then while doing the prayer, then we're able to put our focus into that. Okay. So by understand this, once we know this part, then we will be able to see, what are the how is the quality. Okay. Yeah. So usually this is just a handful of it. Okay. It's not all, it's just a handful. So they are not on the equal side. It's just that your words that you use, actually for me, sometimes when I speak to somebody, after a while, I roughly can catch what is the energy of the person. Okay. Because of the words that they use, because of the syntax, everything that they talk. Okay. So then by doing so, then you will need to check this. Since you guys are here on the chat, okay, maybe when you look at the list here, all right, which one that do you think that you always use it on? Always.
use.
I use also. I use also.
For me, I use a
You
lot
use
of
it very
excuses.
often.
I use a lot of excuses so that I can be lazy.
I agree. Yes,
其實係喎。
Excuses.
Give
其實
myself
excuses
excuses.
講老實都好好用㗎，OK， 真
Yes.
係好好用㗎。
Yes.
我有兩個
A lot of
blame
excuses.
哦。
No, I don't blame.
Actually blame.
I don't blame.
係
I don't blame, but excuses. Yes.
And
Oh my God.
Sullivan
I'm
said
sorry. I
when
have
I was
had problems. Go ahead.
wait let me.
Now,
There's
what you doing?
Sullivan has a question here. She comment on something. When I was pregnant and didn't know it, the doctor gave me some medicines and the voice said no, don't take it, and it was very strong. So I listened and
Oh, this is very important. Because I believe, especially when you're pregnant, I realized that I heard a lot of stories for those who are in pregnant stage. Somehow their intuition is heightened up. I'm not sure if it's part of their mother nature, their motherhood nature or what. And most of the time, their ability to connect with their intuition is heightened up by a lot. So I think, Sullivan, this is a very important science that you need to share. That I think this is somehow a lot of people need to be aware that our inner self can guide us in making a better decisions. Hi, Mabel. Hi,
Yes.
Moisi.
Hi. Okay. Actually, when we talk about consciously aware, other than you are aware about the feelings going on, okay, the words that we use, and then what are the, in fact, every day there are things like blame. Okay, blame is actually one of the most used technology. Okay, we call it blaming technology. All right. So 真係好好用嘅呢隻 OK， 你發覺好多人用 OK。
It's an inborn features.
Everything when there's problem, every time everything when there's problem is not my problem, is others people's problem, is others people's fault. Okay. So this part here,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. You like it so much, you put it up twice.
exactly. 好多人哋講 blaming technology started. Okay, so this technology has been existed long time ago before all the tech. Okay, so all this, but these are the words, or now maybe okay when we start practicing it. Okay, so when we start practice, we will start telling ourselves that, oh, okay, I try to avoid all these words. Sometimes actually during my training, most of the time, this is one of the form that I use. I will ask like, when just do nothing, then I will just give a piece of white paper, and then giving this 3 minutes, I will ask them to write down as many words as they can. Okay. So by these 3 minutes, when you start writing down all the words, because you cannot think, okay, you just like whatever words comes in, you just write. Words comes in, you just write. Then suddenly you were able to discover that, wow, how come actually all my words are so discouraging? Why most of the words are so disempowering? Okay. So then this is where that it is a very good way to check, so whether you are at the right state of mind or not. Okay. And then because actually, especially most of you here, you guys we are practicing Chinese metaphysics. Okay, there are a lot of time, very frequent that we need to do alignment. Okay, you do Qi Men manifestations. All right. And then, but the thing is, sometimes did you realize that not always you're able to find the right timing, okay, or the good formations, but maybe somewhere out there, suddenly that day, moment, that time, it was actually a good formations and you were backing it. Okay. And then you think of something which is disempowering. Then
Oh,
the
yeah.
problems comes on.
This is what we call the lolly gene formation.
係嘅，所以變咗佢好重要咯，you know. So but then, all these negativities are norm, okay? Because it's something that we have to deal with it one, right? No fear cannot be. Fear is definitely there. All right, and then no blame 呢一個唔會噶啦。When you avoid to get this confrontation, you will surely blame something else first. Okay, so then when these things happen, immediately when you do so, but it's going to happen no matter how. So the only way now is to practice your conscious awareness. Like for myself, I aware my negative thoughts very easily, very fast. Okay, if I recognize it and I feel it, okay, and then I will switch it immediately. Okay, I will find ways to switch it. And of course, sometimes like especially anger, sometimes anger or frustrations is not so easy to switch. Okay, then what I do is that I will give myself some timeline. So okay, it's 10 minutes. My anger for this particular thing maximum can be only 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Or if let's say after 10 minutes and I realize that no, still can't. Okay, so then I have to say, okay, 15 is the max, that's it. You know, so then but this next 5 minutes, I will need to find ways to channel this already. But during this, when you allow yourself on this 10 minutes, then you have to allow it. Doesn't mean that when you say, okay, this 10 minutes, I only give myself 10 minutes, I'm not gonna mad about it, okay? Then during this 10 minutes, you say, no, I cannot get mad, no. Okay? You just say that, yes, I am very angry, superly angry. Okay, this 10 minutes, I acknowledge this 10 minutes. Because sometimes it's like this, only when you accept when you accept that emotion, you recognize and accept the emotions, then only you can find way to get rid of it. If you aware but you repel it, sometimes the resistance comes so strong that you will need another 5 minutes, you need another 5 minutes, you need another 5 minutes. So other than anger, sometimes is a sadness, fear, all these things. You have to accept all these negative feelings when they are, but you must be aware that there is this feeling existed now. Okay, so and once you but this is where when we are coming on an internal dialogue. Okay, but how about when we think that we are not talking to ourselves, but we are still talking, okay, the things that we watch, the books that we read, the articles that we are flipping through, okay, and then the radio that we on. So or when you are sitting on a cafe, your eyes, you just saw something, okay, but all these things are being absorbed unknowingly. So, and because of all this, we are unaware of what is going on most of the time, okay? And we think that we are doing something now, but while we are talking now, and I know that, okay, that there are some things happening there. If I want to look at it, I know what's going on. Okay. So, and this is where then you have to aware that, consciously aware on what are the informations you're feeding yourself. Especially when we go on social media, okay, once you go into IG, or once you go into Facebook or you go into YouTube, okay, I'm sure many of you have your YouTube history. I mean, your watch history, right? Okay. So then when you have your watch history, then you will realize that every time when you're on your YouTube, other than those channels that you're subscribing, but YouTube is also feeding you things that you will be definitely interested. Okay. So then while you know, sometimes like when you are so enjoying like someone, you know, who is ranting about something, you know, and you like this particular type of video, although you say ranting is no good, so I'm not going to subscribe to this channel. But YouTube, no. So then YouTube will send you other people's rant. So then the best part is most of the time before we sleep, we also scroll a bit. So, and then the before bedtime scrolling, okay, the next morning when you wake up, you definitely remember. Okay, if I'm not sure you all tried this before or not, okay? If let's say at night you're thinking of this, tomorrow morning when you wake up, you are thinking on the same thing. More. So 呢個係我嘅you can train one, okay? 可以 train
I don't want. Are you crazy?
No,
Yeah,
thank
lor.
you.
but if let's say
So annoying.
if let's say
No,
you are doing but if you are learning something good, okay,
it's okay.
it
No,
is
it's
all
all
right
right.
to
No, no, no.
I'll skip. I don't want to attract
depends
advertisement.
Yeah, I'll skip that part. Thank you.
Actually, my advertisement actually depends on what you read, what you see, and what you do. Okay, so I mean, you can train yourself in that manner. So that's why I mean, it's a reminder. Okay, if you do it, you know, something just 總之唔係幾咩嘅, then the next you will either carry to your dream. Okay, then the next morning you are
No,
still remembering it.
no,
Okay,
no.
so these are the things where you will need to pay attention. So what are the things that you are giving time to it? So that's why actually consciously aware is not only about yourself, what you are thinking, okay, and then but what you are communicating, who are you with, what is your environment. Okay. So the environment part, and then who are you with? Like Dato 成日講呢個㗎嘛，嗬？咩 C player、A player 啦，咩啲咁樣嘛，係咪？佢成日都用呢一隻㗎嘛，OK？So actually this is the part of it. All right. So then you will have this like, you know, because
that part.
sometimes if you are at the negative mode and you are at the what's that, low energy, then when you meet up with someone and the person also low energy, and then you feel very good.
You can become best friends one, no, like way. Careful,
Right?
Careful, can become best friends one,
True. Then you find like, wow, like, you know, I have that same energy that put together and I feel very good. I feel comfort. 有人幫我一齊慘，有人一齊幫我激心。Okay, and then when we rant, 哇，大家都一齊嗰種咁樣, then you enjoy that kind of energy. So that is actually also one part to check your energy.
Yes. Actually, earlier, someone said, Lily added said sabotage. This is very common when you see sabotage.
Yeah.
Because two are together in this low energy era, but when one tries to move up, this one will try to unconsciously.
Yeah.
I don't think it's done consciously one.
Yeah. That's why actually, you know, when we do this kind of exercise, okay, one is the 3 minutes white paper exercise, okay. Then another is I will ask them to, you know, check, you know, just recall some friends. So recall their best friend, recall the people that they always hang out with, okay. Then we will ask, So this person's, the conversations that you with the person, how was that? Was that like every time you meet up with this person, okay, what was the conversations like? So were you enjoying it or not? Actually, it's so easy to check our energy. 真係好容易 spot 到嘅。If let's say you are at a good energy, you are at the right one. If you bump into one that you know that is low energy, when you see that person, you just feel like you want to siam. You will just feel like, the person call. Somehow you will sense what kind of conversations is going to take place. And then you will try, like maybe, so how? Okay, yeah, I think
Oh, I'm
I
so
call you
busy.
back because I'm busy. 好多時候會咁樣嘅，OK，好 norm 嘅，so this is where that you can but for myself I because I know where my energy is most of the time, okay, so even though sometimes I know that it's going to be a low energy meet, okay, but I will agree to do so, okay, because I will know like at what during the conversations, so 可以幾時 anytime or when, okay, then I will need to cut that off and then try to retune it and see whether I can do that or not, okay. So in fact, I mean, touch wood lah, so far quite blessed is most of the time is successful, most of the time. Because why it is successful? Not because of I am very good. Seriously, okay? It's because that person doesn't aware about this, but I am aware about this. So I'm able to take the control to turn the energy around. So but unless if let's say we are not, then we will be jumping together. Okay, you jump, I jump, 来一起 jump, okay. So then you will have that. Okay. So I think this is where and trust me, if you guys practice long enough, it's actually very fun. Because I hold fun there. Because when you start making this conscious awareness, then you will realize that a lot of things you are in control, but you are also know that what are the things that is out of control, and then how you can handle it. Okay, so whether it's time to surrender to it, or it's time that you can repel and then take control back. But of course, I mean we are human being 啦嚇，我都唔係幫你講個萬能，OK，雖然我講我好咩都好，OK， so we will definitely have, but as long as when there is even given a slight chance to take back the control, I will do so. Okay, so of course then maybe some of y'all will be thinking that, wow, in this case then very tired or 成日要 consciously aware, very tired. Okay, but trust me, if you are not consciously aware, it's even more tired. Okay, 係好奇怪嘅 sometimes, and then you can train it, practice it, let it become your second muscle, just like that. Of course, when you first do it, then you will feel like very uncomfortable. Why? It's like, I forgot to consciously aware. Okay, but after a while, then it's like you are riding a bicycle. Okay, so when you go step on it, then you know how to pedal already. Okay, you will comes to that part. Okay, so I think because it is especially now that we are as we said earlier on, that when we are entering into period 9, because everything is about spiritual awakening. So spiritual awakening, this being consciously aware is actually one of a very important one. You cannot miss. Okay. If not, then I will think that whatever we keep practicing here, we learn about reading all the charts and everything, okay. But Chart is something that it is still outside. What you can see that is still outside, but you really have to train your mindset. Yeah. If not, otherwise because that day Gary was saying, right, like spiritual the period 9, then you will have one group who will get a lot of aha. Then another group will be going into the depressions. Okay. So then since once we master this part here, we aware about this, okay, then we will have the group that we have so much of aha instead. And is one of the wonderful things about being consciously aware is that seriously you will have a lot of aha moments, a lot, because they got oh, this is something new I never learned before. Wow, then you feel good, If not, then you will just think that, oh, okay, I flicked through this is just another phrase. Okay, so that's why actually for this, for myself, actually, I'm very grateful that I came to know this course, okay, to understand the mind power. So there's no Chinese metaphysics 嘛 ，OK， 你冇學嘛，得閒就係淨係睇，就係俾唔知幾多10溝算命嗰啲咁樣嚇，算命佬我幫你講，OK 咁樣，你認咗佢啦。That's the only thing. So okay. But
Actually,
this
all
part
this,
here, then sorry.
I just realized that all the negative words you can convert it into the 八字 punishments.
係啊，係哦。
Agree.
So 呢一個我要 study 咗，呢個真係因為八字嘅 punishment 啊，that's why they have all this Okay. So then this part here, then now, when you understand this already, then you can give a rating to yourself, like how do you rate? What is the communications quality that you're having? So I
wanted to say 10, but I feel that I should say 8. Why do I say 8? Because I'm very kind to myself once, so when I give excuses, then I go, yeah, you deserve it.
The max I can give myself is 7.
7. I also give myself 8. Okay. So reason being is that 1 is always for the room of improvement. Okay. Then another one is sometimes I still want to swear when I cannot take it. I'm consciously aware of
Oh gosh,
angry.
if you're talking about using cursive words, then I feel kau lah.
No, we score the most. We score the most.
Then I feel kau. It should be -8 there because the whole day the inside there is the 4-letter words all explicit.
The Firos also very good, the Firos 8/10, very good. Clap to you, okay? Also clap to ourselves. So actually that's why I'm grateful. But you see, whatever that we are talking today, if you are not familiar with this language, if you're not familiar with this pattern, okay, trust me, whatever that I shared for this 30 over minutes, okay, we will just let next few months or maybe next week we totally forgotten about. But if you want to make sure that you really have this quality of this coming of period 9, okay, you have, this is one of a very key capabilities you must master. You have to master.
Totally agree on this part with you, because this is similar, like, without communicate with our inner self, all the media out there will try to take away our space to a state that we have no ability to reconnect with our ourselves, right? So that's why I think
definitely
in preparing ourselves to embrace, or not even embrace, is to adapt into this brand new the era of period 9, I think this is very important, especially for those who study Qigong manifestations, or even without studying Qigong manifestation. I believe that everyone must know how to communicate with our own inner voice, and being able to listen to our inner voice, and how our higher intelligence could actually guide us, like what experienced by Miss Sullivan here. I think this is quite important.
Actually, I agree with you, Jonathan. Actually, also another thing is that majority of us, okay, we cannot recognize when is the higher self talking to us. But
Agree.
if let's say by just giving a slight chance that we are able to recognize that how we talk to ourselves, how we receive the message from outside, is already good enough, that give us a lot of space, that a lot of improvement to protect our energy, so that our energy can get even easier to connect to the higher self.
Exactly. Agree. Totally agree with you. Because the media out there are fighting to get our attention, like you say, awareness. And they are trying to grab our attention away, to a stage that our own inner self, do we even pay time or attention to our own self? So I believe, like, we all need to spend more time to have meeting with our own self, right? By talking with our own self. But it may sound silly, but this is crucial for, I believe, for all humanity. Otherwise, we may not even know how to listen or feel what our inner, our own intuition as well.
Like just like saying three of us, okay. Okay, for myself, I'm always being the very loud one. Okay. So two of you not as loud as me. But I'm very sure three of us, we are very, very sure that if given a choice, 可以唔做 live 就唔做啦，可以唔做 YouTube 就唔做啦，可以唔做 TikTok 就唔做啦。Okay. We have this, like, if given a choice, no need, then we don't. Okay. But we chose to do it because we're aware this is what needed to be. Is needed to be done. Okay. So then that's why actually sometimes when you hear outside they say social media, they are taking away all your time, you don't do it or what, but and yet they are using it. So they are using that channels, that platforms to reach your, okay. So but whenever you hear people say that, okay, don't use it, they are ruin you, or they will ruin you or whatever, but they are using it, then the person is using it with conscious awareness. They know when to shut down and not looking at what other things do not need to be known. Okay. But if let's say if you believe, like, if you think that you're still enjoying it, okay, and then you have no control on it, you let the history watch run, keep running to you. You don't set all this privacy barrier or whatever. You think you are in control, then so sorry, you are already out of control. Okay. So I think this is the part where I hope, with, 其實我見人都幫人講 awareness. So it's like, it's so important. Okay. So my children always gonna neck this, so because when they go on all the social media, then I always tell them, please, be consciously aware of what you're watching, what you're reading. Okay. I have to keep on saying that. So then if let's say if you think that your energy no good, and because we always say law of attraction, okay, because when you're not aware, then obviously you attract all kinds of energies. Okay. So then you start thinking all different kind of things, so then that is where then it becomes a cycle. Then you attract, you think wrong, then attract wrong again, think wrong, then attract wrong again. Some people, like when they are so into relationship, okay, they have these relationship problems. Okay. So then what we do, then we turn into YouTube, and then they teach you, how to avoid guys don't treat you like this or what, then you start watching all these things. The more you watch, okay, then it
Because
didn't, at the end, it didn't help you.
you keep playing those words. The more you
Correct.
watch, the more it
Yes.
happens.
真係
Because
嘅。
the words keep playing in your head.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
because the
Mm.
universe don't recognize the word
Yeah.
avoid.
Yes.
So
Mm.
many times
Yes.
in consults, I literally give a sample. I write down manifest for my to help my clients do manifesting, just to show them this is one way. Of course you can write it yourself, but the key point is when you manifest, you don't use negative words. And
Correct.
when we
Yes.
do that, actually it's training and priming our own brain that I'm not going to use the negative words.
係啦，真係嘅，actually，because because sometimes we think that we can control, okay? But if you, let's say, if you think of, some of the, like, maybe some advertisement song, when they play this so often, you do not want to learn, but you actually able to sing it. So this is where that's why our awareness is to guard our subconscious mind. That's all. Okay. Because
it
I
is
know
also
that
because I believe that our awareness is the first foundation of protecting what's going into our subconscious. Otherwise, if we are not aware, we are letting a lot of negative influence coming into ourselves, and then we will just use the negative word, because the negative word have sets of frequency where you are coming from the sense of lacking perspective, that you will attract lacking, you will desire, you will try to hunting, try to chase for it. Like what Pauline mentioned, every time when we do manifestation, we really have to write down the script or the mantra or whatsoever that you're about to actually voice it out, to send the frequency, to send the vibration out. It is very important in terms of the tonality, the emotion, and what perspective are you coming in. So our awareness is the first layer of defense. If you're aware, then you will be sending the right frequency out to attract the right frequency back.
Yeah. Okay, can I ask you, or any one of you like this song's Hotel California?
Once you check in, you cannot check out. Actually, I don't really like the song.
I don't like the song, but once I heard the tone, I already know.
I know. Yeah. The moment
Yeah.
the opening starts, I already know it's that
But
song.
do you? I mean, if we aware about the lyrics, okay. So like for me, I'm aware about the lyrics. I don't listen to this song. Okay. Because if let's say we believe the power of chanting, we believe the power of prayer, then you have to believe the power of lyrics. Okay.
Hard to say leh, like Korean song, I also don't understand, but somehow their beats, the music will attract us.
But actually every song I listen, most of the song, okay, I always check lyrics. And this is one of the conscious awareness that I'm talking about.
Then what kind of lyrics would you be looking for? I'm curious. What kind of lyrics would you be looking for? Hallelujah.
As long
Meaningful
as
storyline.
Hallelujah.
as long as 我覺得，即係我聽咗佢唔會，我唔會我覺得呢個 I mean this one when I listen already, I won't think that it will affect my energy.
Won't affect your energy. But for me, some of my clients, I advise them to use certain uplifting music as their phone ringtone to prime them the first moment. Because some people, they are music sensitive.
Guys,
Like-
I'm suddenly so tempted to sing Hotel California.
大姐咯, you see, what frequency are you emitting 大家姐?
Hallelujah. All right. So
Kumbaya.
yeah, that's why actually That's why last time they were saying, I mean in Mandarin song 嗰啲黃姐張玉恒okay, all this they were saying that if 你失戀 okay, 如果你失戀 okay, 跟住咧你就聽張玉恒嘅歌，跟住聽到你唔會死等你就聽黃姐嘅，你就覺得你想自殺 okay. So there's another one, I can't recall who was that, okay. These three of them, the sounds all like
我知啦，My favorite song is 陳百強等啊，唔怪之得我等一生。
係 Congratulations, keep waiting, keep waiting.
So for myself,
there's three of them. What? There's three of them. Which one?
係喎 ，actually 嗰啲我哋講死人歌係咪
？Mando or Canto？
冇 Canto 嘅，所以啲總之係我哋講死人歌啦，so
Okay.
But but some of the song I like very much, okay, and I know that the lyric is not okay. So that is where again you have to practice your awareness law, you know that actually I just want to listen, okay, because of the song I like the voice. But you know that okay, what are the things that you're listening to? You have to know lah. Okay. Alright. So trust me, very interesting. 真係好 interesting 嘅 okay. The path of building this conscious awareness.
I don't care. I'm so singing Bohemian Rhapsody in karaoke. Okay.
Sing whatever you want lah. Okay.
Suddenly I realized there's so many old school here. Suddenly you all just reveal your age.
Hey Yvonne, yes, I like that song also. Yes, this Changmak Sikam also good. Yeah. And actually a lot of Sam Hui songs are very good also. Okay. 好多打工仔會好中意嘅。Okay.
Because the Sam Hui, all his lyrics is all about lifestyle. That represent.
I like 海闊天空 Beyond.
I think a lot of people also love this.
Actually, beyond songs, all the energies are very good.
Yes.
All the energies, almost all the songs. Amania, 啲咁嘅呢啲全部 actually a lot of love inside.
Indeed.
And another feel good one that I like is heightened 紅日。
紅日。
命運就是
Okay lah. Enough to show how old you are lah.
Okay. Jonas is feeling embarrassed. Okay.
Yeah. So I hope you all enjoy this sharing. Okay. George Trump also one of my favorite.
Yes, guys, he is totally in love with George Lam. One time, she raved about George Lam to me for 30 minutes.
真係啊，George Lam 真係好正啊，真係So I sincerely hope that this little sharing will actually help you a long way. Okay. For myself, definitely it helped me a lot. Okay, and super lot. So this is the part where I love to share this one is because it's easy to apply. I mean, maybe not to say easy to apply. Is something easy to learn. Okay, but not easy to applying every time. Okay, but now since being conscious is what you need to, so that every time if you think that you find difficulty in doing so, then just tell yourself period 9 is here, I better equip myself. Okay. So it's either 我哋講咩我死我活OK 都係睇呢一隻OK So then when you understand that you must, okay, it's like a life and death in period 9, okay, then I'm sure that you were able to master it even better and better. Okay. Yeah. So and about your Sullivan, like ourselves, but at the same time aware on the surrounding. Okay. So aware on ourselves and consciously aware on our surrounding as well. Okay. Then this will actually gives a very good help. Okay. All right. See what else do I have. Right. So yeah. Then at the end of the day, you will know whether did you apply it or not.
I think we
Your
have to
body will
start
tell you.
to at least increase and be aware. This is the core foundation, like Sullivan mentioned. This is the foundation of our firewall, so-called firewall, to filter out what
Yes.
need to enter our life, what we allow
Yes.
things to enter our life.
Yes. This is
Okay.
definitely our
So
firewall.
yeah. So I'm very sure, we will. I'm very sure that we are able to practice this. So
Mm.
it's just that whether this has been pointed out before. So I am blessed where the first time when I came to know about it, and then I start paying attention to it. Okay. So I'm happy that I'm able to receive this message very fast. Okay. And it helps me tremendously. Okay. So I'm very sure that all of you here, you will definitely get a chance to do to able to do this as well. Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
So then at the same time, we also like to share with you all I have these two upcoming. One is the workshop. Okay. And the workshop is what I'm teaching this. Okay. Of course, there are whole lots more. And then I am also doing a retreat, okay, Bali retreat. So the Bali
가고
retreat is going to be a very interesting
싶다.
one as well.
나는 가고 싶다.
I put up
가고
the link
싶다.
here. So you guys check. One is an online, so no matter where you are, yes, you can always join me on the this workshop. Okay. 一下，制咗喺邊度啊？
You also don't know.
I also don't know. You
係喎，
very weird.
我一係正話冇低到嘛。
Okay,
There we
The
go.
Bali
retreat,
retreat.
yeah, that one is the retreat. Okay, so that one is the Bali retreat. So I only have 8 packs. And then if the response is good, then we'll have more lah, huh? So why I chose Bali is because
Island of the gods.
Thailand also have. Okay, so the Bali is because it's an island of gods, and then it has very good energy. Okay, so I sincerely hope that you guys can come on. So we are going to have like the what's that spiritual cleansing and healing journey at the same time. Okay, so and I'm also teaching the workshop on 3-8 degrees, and also we will have very pampering Bali massage. Okay, so if you never try milk bath or this Lulu before, okay, so I was a big fan of all this. Okay. So you can join that as well. Okay, and then 跟住係咪我自己揾唔到個 workshop 嘅 link？
Never mind lah, just PM you lah.
The workshop
PM.
happening on the
PM.
25th of this month. Okay, so this one is a virtual workshop. 都係 never mind lah, I will put up the link later lah. Okay, so
If I may, can I just answer Lee's statement, or because she left this ellipsis ... So I just want to continue.
Yeah.
Some people continue to allow negativity to surround them because negativity is comforting.
Addictive.
With negativity, there is no fear of being disappointed. So negativity is comforting. I'm not about toxic positivity, I promise, but too much of this negativity is quite comforting. It's like boiling frogs.
Actually, negativity is norm because of the gravity. Okay. It is a law of nature, okay, on negativity, right? If the butterfly don't flip their wings, okay, so or if the airplane, don't have the air to go, everything will fall. And the birds that you are seeing, they are flying. If they don't do anything, they will fall. So negativity is always that. That is why being very conscious on why you must guard your mind, okay, being consciously aware is so important. Because negativity, whether you like it or not, they will come on.
Yep.
But it's important to have. If not, otherwise, how do you recognize positivity?
No, some negativity is good lah. I mean, like, if you crazy enough to say I want to jump off a cliff, then some negativity is good lah, because the negativity, boy, hello, what you doing?
Some lah, huh? Okay.
Some
All right.
lah.
So yeah, I hope that okay, and you guys have a great journey on your conscious awareness. Okay. So hope to hear many more great changes or wonderful discovery and a lot more aha moment that to come. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you very
Good
much.
night.
See
Thank
you
you,
all.
Charmaine.
Bye-bye.
See you next week. Bye.